Okay, guys and dolls, so I wanted to bring you all a really quick video on how I do my brows. So I'm showing you all this is what I live by. Perfect Point Plus. It's a retractable liner pencil, and it just gives such a precise line when I'm doing the outline of my brows. It gives such a precise line, so I really love using this. Is the only thing that I use for my brows, and it's by CoverGirl. And what I do, the reason why I have to have such a precise liner is because I just make a line underneath my brows. So I kind of make a guideline underneath, and then I make a line on the arch of my brow. So that's going to be the bottom. Then I go on the top of my brow. And really what I'm doing is, since at this time my brows are a bit bushy, I kind of just connect the sparse places just so that it all looks even. And then I make my point at my arch, and then I make a little, I guess you can say, triangle, and connect it to the end of my brow. There you can see it better. So I'm just making kind of like a stencil on the outside of my brow, so it looks very neat and clean and sharp. I'm going to do the other eye. You can see it a little bit better. I have hair on the ends of my brows. They're very fine and light. They're not defined at all, so I have to fill it in. So that's all I do. I just make a stencil of the outside of my brows. Now this is a liner by Wet n Wild, Cold Brow Pencil, and I think this is in just brown. And what I do is I just kind of lightly tap or flick on the inside of my brow. Some places on my brow is a little bit more sparse than the others, so just kind of use this to darken everything up. I don't use it very heavy. You see, I'm just flicking it really lightly just to kind of color in where it's lighter. You don't want to use a lot of pressure at all. Now I go in with a brow brush. This is my favorite one because it's really tiny and I can get really close to the edge. And I use this to blend everything together. A lot of times I'll skip the second step, which is the Wet n Wild brow pencil, and I'll just use my the brush just to blend everything in to make it look more natural and not so dark. But so I just use the tip just to blend everything in, the line that I made at the bottom into the cold pencil that I darkened everything up with in the middle. And if you see any sparse places, I usually just go back with my Perfect Point Plus just to darken it up. I don't want it to look too dark or too drawn in. I want it to look as natural as possible. So I just tap really lightly. And I kind of use the brush just to fill in and make them look as even as possible. My brows are not even. This brow, the hair, for whatever reason, grows downward. So I have to brush upward a lot to match my other brow. The other brow grows kind of up into the side. This brow grows downward. So they don't look even. But I don't really want them to look completely even. I think it looks more natural. It is frustrating though to spend this much time on your brows and they don't look completely even, but sometimes I have to make myself stop and just be okay with the results.